No, I don't have to dig it out from the basement. I can tell you about Dad. He was a refugee child along with his brother Joe, Uncle Joe, and his sister Aunt Anna. And the three of them came over from Belgium in 1916, before the First World War broke out.
Well, wasn't the war actually going on at that time?
In Europe it was going on, and the first place the Kaiser was going to go was right through Belgium, because that was the seaport. Germany
Right.
doesn't have a seaport.
They were looking for Antwerp?
Yes, for Antwerp. So the family, that is to say, his other brother and sister were already in the United States, because they came over with one of the parents. And they used to come over a pair at a time, except when grandfather came over. I think he came over by himself, and that was my grandfather, Medard, who I never knew. And so,
Can I ask you, was that the plan all along, was to immigrate to America? Or was it because of the war, that's what drove everybody, or that's what at least drove the Deprest family to come to America?
I gotta believe it was because the Kaiser was acting up in Germany,
Okay.
and the war was growing all over Europe, and people were afraid of what was going to happen to them. And so they walked for 3 days with other children to Antwerp. This Catholic priest from Detroit went over there and got him. And I don't know how he was refunded or how he was taken care of, but it was through the Catholic Church downtown Detroit. And he brought over 600 refugee children from Belgium and Norway and some of them countries over there.
And your father being one of them.
My dad was one of them, along with his sister and his brother.
Now
They walked for 3 days to Antwerp to get there.
It's funny that you say that, because it's the same thing that my mother's family had to go across to get to.
So
Frank.
when they
Same
got
thing.
here,
Pulling across.
was your
Poland.
grandfather with them?
no, they
So they just came over as little kids
that's right, they were refugee children.
with no adults.
The Kaiser was right on the behind her there. He was moving in there, and they were moving out.
Okay.
And they were from West Flanders. And it just so happened that they happened to make it out of there in time to elude the onrush of the Germans. And
That was the Polish on my side.
Yeah. when they got here, they used to work the sugar beets, and that's how they paid for sending back for the children that were left behind. The older one was here first, and he did that. He saved his money, and then he sent for